Hi guys, I'm going to show you how easy it is to make your very own seed strips with using things that you just find around the house. So let's get started. The items that you're going to need are you're going to need scissors, pen, a measuring stick or tape measure, whichever you prefer, or a ruler. I have made up a paste with 1 tablespoon of corn flour, or you can use ordinary flour, and a tablespoon of water, and you can bring extra water out with you when you're doing this activity in case you need to make it a wee bit thinner, but it needs to be like a paste. You can use toilet roll. I know it's a sort of precious commodity at the minute, but you can use toilet roll or you can use kitchen roll. And what you're going to do is you can use seeds such as carrot seeds, radish, lettuce, things like that, or you can use it even for the bigger seeds as well. So the one I'm going to use today is this one here. It's the Carrot Autumn King 2, and this is actually going to be for using in my vegetable bed outside. And what you need to look at is your instructions on the back, and it tells you the thinning distance. So what I'm going to do with mine is I'm going to actually go to the thinning distance, which is 2 centimeters to start off with. So every 2 centimeters, and then later on you thin them again to about 10 centimeters apart. Now my first one that I have made, I don't know where I put it, oh there. The first one that I made in true Blue Peter style, here's one I made earlier. I spaced them every 10 centimeters, so there will be absolutely no thinning whatsoever and no wasting of seeds. But this next one I'm going to do it every 2 centimeters just to show you how it's done. So the first thing you need to do with your toilet paper, now what I would use is, if you're going to put it into a window box or into a raised bed or container, make sure you know what size your container is, and then just break the strip off accordingly, like so. Then you take your scissors and you cut down the middle lengthways, so that you'll have 2 strips then. Okay, like that. So I'm using, my strip is actually quite a long strip, because as I said, this is going to be for the vegetable bed outside. So you place it down, take your measuring stick. So as my seedlings are 1 to every 2 centimeters this time I'm going to do it, I put my measuring stick down and I mark with an ordinary pen accordingly. So every 2, or you can do it just by sight, whichever. So we just keep doing that until we get to the very end. And then this will eventually have to be thinned out to every 10 centimeters. And you just keep doing that the whole way down, and try and keep it into the middle of the paper. Oh my goodness, such a fiddle. And we'll go to the very end. And I say this activity is actually quite a good one to do with children as well. And as well, if you're wanting to do something maybe a wee bit of fun, like even with flowers, and sew them out in the shape of letters, or to make a name or whatever, you can also do it like that. So you just put your paper towels down according to the letter shape that you want. Okay, so we have that all marked off. You see that, just the little dots. Now what we're going to do then is take our corn flour and water glue, and I'm only going to do a few of these to show you. So you basically dip and put the glue on top of your little measure, just dot it along. I'm going to do a couple. Then you take the end of the cotton bud, or you can use a small brush for this, and you're basically going to, my seeds I have in here, see how small they are? I have them in there so that they don't fall over. And if you're going to do this activity outdoors, make sure you pick a calm day, otherwise the seeds will be blowing everywhere. So you're basically going to, this is a good activity for 2 people. One does the gluing and one does the putting down of seeds. So there you have the seeds being placed on the paper, and you keep doing that for the whole length of the, whatever length you're using of the paper. And then when you're done with that, what you'll do is you can dot a little bit of the made glue along the outside so that it sticks together. You write down what you're putting in. So I'm putting Autumn King carrots. So write that on. You will fold your paper in half again, long ways like that. Stick it down. Do that the whole way along. Stick it down, and then you end up with something like this. And what you'll do is you'll leave it for 24 hours to dry out completely, and then you'll make your trench in your vegetable bed or in your window box according to how deep it says to sow them. You'll put it in and you'll cover it with compost, and there you go. This paper will rot down naturally in the soil. You can also use newspaper as well, but I find that this here is a lot easier to work with. I hope you find that useful, and good luck, and let me know how you get on.